Alright guys, Can 7 here. And guess what? We get to do, what's it called? Get to do Commandlist today. And right now I'll be focusing on Kazuya's Commandlist.
Welcome to the practice arena.
So obviously I'm going to pick Kazuya and obviously another Kazuya. Because my favourite stage, the Han Maru stage. Yay! Okay, I'm going to talk in depth about Kazuya and what I think about him. Obviously Kazuya was obviously... Start off with he's one of the strongest and the main antagonist of the game apart from Tekken 2. Which obviously what happens first is Kazuya's obviously dropped off a cliff because he has the devil gene just like his mother. What's it? Whatever her name is. What happens next is he's thrown off the cliff. Then what happens next is that as he's dying, the devil gene takes over. Well, the devil gene comes over to him, and obviously he chooses to get revenge. Then what happens next? In Tekken, this was before the events of Tekken 1. And what happens next is he fights Heihachi at the end of well, he actually has I think it's Tekken 2 or Tekken 1 where he draws against Paul Phoenix in the fight. He's obviously perfect throughout the tournament. I think it was Tekken 2 or was it Tekken 1? So anyway, he beats Heihachi in the end of Tekken 1. And then what happens next is he owns the Mishima Zaibatsu. In Tekken 2 he's smuggling animals. And what's it called? He smuggles animals and exploiting stuff and stuff like that. He's obviously real evil. And what happens, Jun obviously comes around, which obviously this animal kind of cop kind of woman sent to arrest Kazuya Mishima. Then what happens next is she gets drawn near to Kazuya. She gets impregnated. She goes away. Then what happens next? Kazuya then challenges Heihachi again, but this time because of obviously infliction with the devil and obviously stuff, he obviously loses the fight. Alright, fast forward to Tekken, and obviously then after the fight, he obviously gets dropped into the mountain, well, the volcano. Hence why, obviously, yeah, that's why you see this, the start of this game right here, Tekken 4, you see obviously 20 years ago, because he was obviously dropped off the volcano before 20 years ago. Obviously then what happens is, in Tekken 4, Heihachi obviously learns that he has the devil gene. He obviously needs the devil gene to become immortal with Ogre's blood. Then what happens next? He learns that Jin is obviously, he doesn't know where he is and knows where Kazuya is obviously in the facility. Then he sends obviously the second force to go to the facility to obviously receive Kazuya's remains, etc. Then he learns that Kazuya is obviously alive and he wants revenge against him. There we go. Now what do I think about Kazuya? See, Kazuya is a very, very good character. He's very fast, he's very strong. He's got a lot of combos. He's actually, his son Jin is obviously, and Heihachi and Jun are the only ones in the game that obviously own, here we go, the combo. That obviously own Mishima Star Quiet until Tekken 4. Jin doesn't want anything to do with it anymore. Obviously Kazuya is a very, very strong, fast character. As you can see here, you can see his combos and stuff. Very, obviously he hasn't, unlike other characters, he hasn't changed since, well, any of the characters haven't changed since then, so yeah. And by the way, his alter ego called the Devil is only selectable in Tekken 2 and Tekken Tag Tournament, I believe. So yeah. I see this guy's a very dangerous character. He's got a lot of strings. As you can see, he shares strings with Heihachi Mishima. And I see shares strings with Jin as well. Well, the old Jin. Obviously Jin, obviously one of the moves that Jin does. There you see the this one, position changer, which they introduced into Tekken 4. This one called the Omen. which means obviously just like Yoshimitsu, you can do stuff like steal moves and stuff while you're still in that stance. I mean, Jin had the power to do that. And when it's Hand 7 here, they see the sample moves, and obviously they watch the rest of this video.